Let me paint you a scenario. You're one of the most successful musicians, arguably in history, but then one day you lose your hearing. Now, of course, you're saddened by this and you feel depressed and traumatized and you feel like you've lost your meaning in life, but then you go to the forest, and it's in this forest you rediscover your creativity and suddenly you don't feel as sad anymore. Well, this is the real life story of Beethoven. Obviously, most of you will know Beethoven as one of the most famous musicians, pianists of all history, and he lost his hearing. But then when he went into the forest, he didn't feel this as much anymore. But why is that? Now, when you walk in the forest, there's smells in the air, and this can normally calm you. The smell of the wood, the trees, the leaves. But what is this actually? Well, Emily states in this book that this is because of a chemical known as phytonicides, and these are released into the air, and when inhaled, then these can actually reduce anxiety, reduce pain, and reduce insomnia. These by researchers such as Dr. Ching Li have found that these chemicals can actually increase these phytonicides, and this reduces our likeliness of cancer and reduces stress in our body. But these effects aren't equal across all forests. A study by a Danish laboratory in Octavia found that the best forests, the best trees that made us feel the calmest were actually old trees. These grand, old oak trees actually released the most amount of phytonicides, and this made participants feel the calmest. The researchers commented that, put simply, old trees comfort us. There's also inequality between who benefits. Studies show that in men, forest walks can actually reduce depression or anxiety, but a study in 2022 found that in women, a forest walk would actually blunten the amygdala, and this is associated with fear and rage. So if you're struggling from any of these issues, you might want to consider taking a walk in the forest. If you're unable to do this for whatever reason, which makes sense, a good alternative that Annabelle Street suggests is actually buying a good forest oil and putting it in a diffuser. This won't have the full benefits, but of course the smells may benefit you in some sort of way. In the next episode, we'll be tackling seas and shorelines and how they can affect you as well. So if that sounds interesting, please drop a follow and we'll read this book together.